RaiderNation, let's go, let's go. RaiderNation, let's go, let's go. RaiderNation, are you ready for some football? You ain't ready for no football. You ain't ready for the Oakland Raiders. It's the invasion of the Oakland Raiders. Are you ready for some football? You ain't ready for this football.
What's up, RaiderNation fans? I'm back again with another weekly update. Just wanted to give you guys a quick recap of the last week's news. After that 28-20 loss to the Saints, we saw a couple things from our players, and one of the first things that stood out to me the most was that Josh Cribbs couldn't return any kicks for anything big. Now, there's a report that came out that says he's on thin ice and that Dennis Allen has been wanting a lot more explosiveness out of him. Honestly, I didn't think he did that good. He looks slow, and hopefully we'll see a better outing this time when we play the Bears. Jack Crawford, man, that guy was doing work. He had a sack for a QB sack. He also had some tackles, and I think he had a fumble recovery. So this guy right here, I think he's got good potential going on through the whole season, preseason. Hopefully we see some more of that this next game against the Bears, and we'll just have to wait and see how he does against them. Now, there's a report that came out from ex-Rams GM saying that our left tackle, Alex Barron, has no heart for the game, that all he cares about is money. Well, realistically, most of these players, they all play for one reason. They play to get paid. But some of them, there's going to be some players that play harder and put more work in, not only for the money, but for their own reputation, their own legacy, the way they feel, the way they compete. They're very competitive. I hope that this is a bunch of crap, and I hope that he actually shows that this next game coming. The coaches have been requesting that Janarius Moore step it up. His consistency, his coaches have been on him about his consistency and how sometimes he's appeared at games and other times he hasn't. So that's the main thing with that guy. And Terrell Pryor, I guess he switched from jersey number 6 to jersey number 2, his old college number. And the reason that he switched is because the last regime, when he was under Hugh Jackson, everyone knows we drafted piece of shit Jamarcus Russell, or Jawalrus Russell, whatever you guys like to call him. And you know how that turned out. So everyone wanted to stay away from that number 2. Is a very negative number in Oakland Raiders history now at this point. He's gone down as the biggest draft bust, and for good reason. So now that Terrell Pryor has switched to his number 2, hopefully he can revitalize the number, he can bring it back and make it something that we could be proud of. So defensive coordinator Jason Tarver has been, I guess, saying that Charles Woodson is amazing. Amazing is quoted. The reason he's amazing, he said, is because he notices with a veteran presence, whenever the ball is coming in or coming out around his area, he closes the gap fast. He gets to the ball quick. He hits the player. He's always ball hawking every single play. He's always around the ball at every single location. One of the things that stood out to me from defensive coach Tarver is that he said, you know what, guys? There's only one ball, and the object of the defense, it doesn't matter where you get it, doesn't matter where it starts, where the ball ended at, it doesn't matter. Your job as a defensive player, once you enter the field, is to stop the ball from moving up. Either get the ball, hit the ball down, whatever you have to do, which really stood out to me a lot, because some of these players, I feel like they don't realize that they need to keep their eyes on the ball. Wherever that ball's at, that's where they need to run to. And I'm glad to have Charles Woodson back there showing the new guys how to do it. He said it's contagious. It's spreading through camp. Ever since he's been in there making plays, it's been spreading. I guess he's been creating a lot of positive play out of the other players. Good news coming out this week is that DJ Hayden has been cleared. He was already in his black jersey going through the pregame warm-ups, through the practices, trying to get warmed up, trying to get a feel for the game like he would go into it. But I think they just did it just like as a precaution. But he's been quoted saying it's like putting a jar of cookies in front of a kid and saying you can't eat them, but you can stare at them. So the way that I see this is this guy's hungry. He can't wait to get out there. He can't wait to lay the smack down on somebody, crack someone. And I'm excited. I'm really excited to see him this next game against the Bears. It's about to start. Like I told you guys, if you guys can't get the game, go to my last video and I showed you guys how to get it if it's blacked out in the Bay Area. We are going to play the Bears tonight. I hope we destroy these Bears. I hope we destroy the Cubs. And we show them that the Raider Nation's for real this time, and they can't be laughing and talking shit about us anymore. We're gonna show it now. I hope DJ Hayden proves all the critics wrong. I hope he cracks fucking Brandon Marshall's legs. I hope he snaps him in half. All that stuff. Well, anyway, the Bears game is tonight. It's about to start 30 minutes from now. And my time, by the time you guys see this video, it'll probably be during the game because it takes a little editing. But you know what? Enjoy the video. If you guys liked it, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Share the channel. And I'll see you guys next episode with a little recap of what happened.
Here we come, baby. Just win, baby. Feel the storm of the cold autumn.